one thing led to another, bro. They got a warrant.
Watch that front. Watch that front.
Dog.
Yeah.
Look who you rockin' with. I'm the champ, just know who you talking with.
Wait, hold on.
Snap a good picture to see who's on top of it. Man, it's just me, dog. I'm when they can't.
I was doing that taper, and we had a big ass window up in the front, and you just see these fools coming out, dog, and like Ninja Turtle shit. Just these fools are coming in, dog. Tough, homie. And I'm like, I'm chopping like that, dog, and I see them. I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, you know what I mean? We know what's going on, you know what I mean? I'm like, damn, what the fuck? So they get everybody down. I'm in the middle of a chop. They put me on the floor. We had this fool named Zeke, dog. Okay. Zeke was chilling on the barber chair, dog, chilling right there. He had one leg. He had one leg, fool. He was just chilling crazy. Right there, dog. They put his ass down on the floor. I don't give a fuck, you know. Put them all down, dog. Put me down. And they just started searching the shop, bro. You know, they put me into like a car. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know nothing, whatever. Boom. You know what I mean? I got out. And they ended up taking Mario and Gordo La Chocha, and then they ended up going down for that.
Damn. Okay,
yeah. Man, I'm telling you, dog, when I went back in, bro, they had this whole shop, bro, just shears everywhere, dog, machines everywhere, magazines everywhere, dog. Our stations were just all over the floor, man. It was wild, bro.
Damn, okay.
For sure. They try to hit us. They try to pin me on that case, dog, but I don't know nothing, you feel me?
Yeah.
So I was good, but I was fighting a smash and grab case at the time.
What's a smash and grab?
Bro.
Elaborate for me, sir.
Man. So me and my co-defendant, we went into a
co-defendant.
Yeah.
All professionals.
Yeah.
Me and my co-defendant.
No, me and that dude, man, we went into a sunglass store, and we went in there. We broke a display case.
Okay.
We ended up taking off. So we came out on the news and everything, dog. Hey, can you believe Guy Ashley, bro, called me a fucking scumbag, bro? That is some real shit, bro. Like, that happened for real. I used to like that guy, dog. He had a nice slick back and everything until he said some shit like that. Damn. But I was fighting that case at the time, so I kind of dodged that one, but I had a whole dance with the other one, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What, I mean, I've had similar situations, but mentally, I know for me, it kind of took a toll. How was your psychology? How was that for you mentally and all that stuff? Like the stressors involved, or what was the perspective that you were taking? Were you just like, whatever it is, what it is, or?
Man, my mentality, man, was just like, I need to get this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm doing. I just gotta go hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was a messed up mentality to have, but I had that mentality, dog, but it took a little growing to do, but I had that mentality because of the emotions I was feeling, you know what I mean, at the time. Like, you know what I mean, we're having breakups in the family, and it seemed like I couldn't find myself and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So kind of led me to do some, not I would say crazy shit, but I mean, I would say just laid out my path, you know what I mean?
Right.
For sure.
Talk to me about like jail. How'd you end up in jail?
I ended up in jail, man. Well, that first case, I ended up.
Did you get a lawyer? Or?
Nah, man. Public defender. I'm broke. You feel me? At the time, man. I'm fucking 18 years old, 19 years old, running around.
I was like, that's probably why you did time.
Public defender, man. Yeah. It was whatever, man. Like, I went in there. I'm young. I don't know too much. I'm just getting in there. You know what I mean? So got in there, got out. So for me, it was like a 3-4 month stay. You don't really be learning nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's county, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Shit that happens in county, calentas and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's really nothing until you hit the yard, you feel me?
Was it something that kind of gave you clarity? I know a lot of people do it for like clarity and stuff like that.
What you mean?
Like, was it kind of like that break from normal society that you needed to kind of reflect, like that time for reflection?
Man, my mentality was crazy, man. That was like my time. Like, I'm going to catch up on my sleep. I'm going to fucking make sure I'm good, and I'm going to get out there and fucking run it up again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make these motherfuckers work.
Okay.
Because they ain't going to catch me like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What drove that change though? Then the change that I see today, where it's like, bro, like you're so motivated when it comes to like your content, when it comes to like barbering. You're doing raffles over here.
Yeah, man.
You're like hitting the gym at like, was it like 3 o'clock in the morning? I'm like, bro, what?
Man.
Like what kind of spiked that growth?
A lot of things, bro. So it's kind of hard to just narrow it one thing. But if I have to tell you, like, to sum it up, dog, I would say, for me, it was, I went through a rehab in Mexico. I don't know if.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard of those.
They're called Nexos.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, don't. Man,
Or you're forced, right?
You're forced, yup.
There's no choice.
There's no choice, man.
So like, someone takes you, or
Like,
you just show
they
up?
kidnap you, right?
Bro, yeah. That's what I heard. Check this story out.
You want to
man.
tell us something? Okay.
Yeah.
I was.
She's a madrina over there, huh? Yeah.
Imagine.
That's wild.
That's gotta be a good story.
Yeah. So, man, I got out of prison in 2020, right?
Okay.
I got out of prison. I was still wanted to be the biggest G out there.
Hey,
and
was
all
there
kinds of shit.
was prison like I don't know, was there? I feel like I never been, but I feel like it's kind of still like high school in a way.
Nah, hell nah, fuck no.
How would you summarize it?
Shit, man, if I ran a yard like, if I ran a high school like the yard, I'd have been the man, dog.
Yeah.
For sure, bro. It's hella different, bro. It's way different than high school. I mean, but you have some people acting like high school kids, though, for sure, yeah.
Okay.
Shit like that, but it's all who you hang with, dog, in there. And if, you know, the first time I went down, dog, I was on it, fool, you know. Doing what I had to do to survive, putting in work and shit like that. Started on a 2, got shot up to a 4. You know, went from being out to locked down on a 4-yard.
Yeah.
You know, that right there, dog, was crazy when I got shot up to a 4-yard because, you know, you see the difference. So I guess, yeah, dog, because 2-yard is kind of like high school.
Yeah.
And then you go to a 4-yard where it's stiff. You know
So
what I mean?
what's the difference between 2-yard and 4-yard?
Points.
Points?
It's a point system, yeah, and then it's more of a free yard.
Okay, so the higher the points, the more freedom?
The higher the points, the more locked down you are.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was like at 22, we ended up smashing this fool out.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting like 64 points.
Oh, okay.
I ended up getting shot up to a 4-yard Dakota, Building 7.
Okay.
Back in 2019 to 20, that was the only GP yard.
Yeah.
Right there at the time, so.
GP, general population?
Yup. Sure.
Okay.
So you're saying lockdown? What was that like?
That was, we would be locked down all day, and then we would only get out for chow and 1 rec. So we would wake up about 5:30, 6, go get breakfast one day. We'd go get breakfast, and then come back to our cells locked down, get out about 3, go eat, and then hit the rec, and then come back in, and that's it. Sometimes it would be backwards. So one day would be like that, and then the next day would be, we would go out before breakfast, eat breakfast, come in, and then we would go out for dinner, and then be locked down for the rest of the night.
How did that impact you as far as, you know, the attitude you had going in and then going through that kind of lockdown? Did it change anything in you at all to say, okay, I want to get out?
Yeah,
I wanted to
maybe.
be more calm.
Yeah, hell nah. I was bitter as hell. Hell nah, I was bitter. I was mad. I was mad. Yeah, I was going through a lot of shit at the time. A lot of shit I was going through, so that just made me even more bitter. Just thinking about all that other stuff, you know what I mean? Just had me tripping.
What was your support system looking like?
The first time down?
Yeah.
On the cool, dog, the first time down, like, I only had my sister on the contact list. And I would talk to her every now and then. You know what I mean? Kind of get a 3-way.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dad, you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, but it was mostly getting it on my own, bro. Yeah, my brother shot me, you know, money on my books for Christmas, you know, stuff like that. But it was getting it on my own, dog. And like, if you were on the yard with me at the time, like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I had to get it on my own.
Yeah. You feel that helped you in a way? It was like kind of like, okay, you're the one with that decided to take this decision. So it's like, all right, well,
Shit, I've been a go-getter, dog, my whole life.
yeah.
So that was just something I just took initiative in, and I was like, man, if I'm living in here and I'm doing it like this, and this is what I'm doing, this is what's gonna happen.
So you just kind of adapted.
Yeah. Which was the worst thing to do because I ended up, fucking with it. You know, like it was still time. Nobody wants to be on the yard, but it was still like, fuck it, I'm here. Like how we used to say prison was fun.
Yeah.
That's crazy to say, you know what I mean?
So then if you had that experience in jail, what kind of was the defining moment to, you know what, I got to make that transition to kind of grow up, take accountability and get my stuff straight?
Well, when I
choose the different path.
peep this, dog. When I got out, like I said, I was bitter as hell. Like all the shit I was going through and all that, and like, I got really heavy into some shit, dog. Like I really got heavy in some heavy shit.
Yeah.
And that's when they sent me over there to Mexico, and I kind of got clarity, dog, that Anexo really works. So that's where it kind of like hit me. And then when I crossed the border, I ended up getting jammed up, doing another 2 years in Texas.
Damn.
So I had a lot of time to think. You feel me?
Yeah.
I want to hear more about how your experience was with that,
With which one?
with the rehab in Mexico.
Yeah. And,
Well, I kind of cut off before, but you were saying the studio. Your brother was telling you he got you studio time.
yeah, for sure. So I was real deep in that, dog. So my brother told me, hey, I got a studio session out here in Alice. He's like, let's go handle that.
Yeah.
My brother raps too. He pretty cold.
Yeah, I
was
remember
like,
you always used to be rapping and stuff.
Yeah, man, I got some hot shit, but anyways, I was like, we pulled up, I got like a fractured hand at the time, dog. My hand's big. I ended up punching something. I just didn't punch it right. You know what I mean, dog? So that shit was all big. My mom hands me these 2 pills. I take them. We all sitting down. I remember this, bro. We're all sitting down, and just imagine you with your mom and all that, dog. You sitting down, you eating these Eggos. She made some it was like waffles, you know what I mean? Eating that, everybody cool. And then I start feeling some shit. Mind you, dog, I already knew that shit existed. You know what I mean? That Anexo, because my little brother went through it. So when I start feeling them pills kicking in, I'm like, I told him, man, I was like, man, y'all better not be doing that shit to me. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And I was like, damn, dog, I felt that, dog.
Okay.
And then I remember us getting into the car, and my brother had a Camaro at the time. Me and getting in the car, and then I just remember just blacking out, dog, like,
damn.
Boom, and kind of like waking up, dog. And then I remember like going back to sleep, and then waking up in a van getting choked out, bro. Cuffed out, dog, choked out, dog. These motherfuckers are talking in Spanish. It's dark in there, dog. There's about fucking, I want to say like 7, 8 hands fidgeting you, dog. And then you go in and out, dog. And then I pass out again, and I wake up cuffed, dog. Cuffed in the bed, dog. Boom, where you just wake up and that smell, it smells like Mexico, dog. And you're just like, damn. They did it to me, man.
Damn.
They did it to me, bro.
It was your mom, bro?
Man, it was the whole family.
Feel like,
bro.
I love you, though.
Damn, man.
So did they use your hand as kind of an excuse of why they did it? Or why they gave those to you?
Yeah, that's what it was. And never take any pills from your mom, man.
Damn.
Yeah, that was wild, man. I woke up, I was hurting, bro. I remember I was hurting. I was coming off the needle, bro, and the G2 and all that. And I was coming off, dog, and I remember the smell, dog, of just fucking the detox, bro. Just feet and ass, and I'm just like, hell nah, it's like jail, but worse, bro. You're in Mexico, dog.
Feet and ass.
Yeah, then you hear that lotero ding, 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 outside, and I'm like, hell no, dog. Then the the agua, the water, hell no, dog. Like, what the fuck, hell no.
Was there interaction with other people?
For the first 3 days, I was in detox. I was laid up. That to me was horrible. I was just trying to get a candy. For those who know, they know, man. I was just trying a Tootsie Roll, something, bro. I wasn't getting no love. No love. I asked the padrino, hey, un dulce, padrino. ¿Qué te sientes bien merecido, hijo de tu chingada madre? You know, and that's
Wow.
just shit like that, dog. I'm like, damn, this fool. You know what I mean?
Man.
Kind of just went through it, dog, for them 3 days, and then I went downstairs. I remember the third day. I was still kind of feeling a little oozy, whatever, you know, still out of it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you've been in the streets, sleeping in bandos and doing all kinds of shit, dog, that, you know what I mean? Crazy shit that, you know, you're catching up on your sleep, your mental, you're trying to catch up on all that. Like, you don't even know what's going on, bro. You're so disorientated, dog. Like, you don't know what's going on. All you know is that you're fucking sick, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're coming down off that. So, you know, I remember I go to a meeting, you know, and they're just talking shit. Straight, just on there, dog. Just, if you know, you know, man. You know, it's just basically ripping you up, dog. Talking about themselves, but you. That's the therapy, you know what I mean? Because we're all the same. You know, people with that disease,
Yeah.
it's like we all suffer for the same thing, you know, different reasons, but it comes down to an emotional pain, you know?
Right,
But
right.
that's something that you're gonna have to get into yourself if you're dealing with that, but that's how it is, bro. And then the next day, dog, you know, I'm 3-4 days off the street, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? They got you cleaning the restrooms, dog.
Oh, damn, okay.
With a half container, bro, of like leche, dog. You know the gallon
Yeah,
jugs?
yeah, they
that's
cut 'em.
cut off
Yeah.
the top, boom, with a little blue rag. You know what I mean? And the little thing for like an escoba, dog.
Yeah.
Like a broom. And mind you, dog, my shit was like this big, bro.
Oh,
right.
still.
It's in
dang.
November, bro. It's cold, bro. It's cold over there, dog. And I'm in there washing the toilet, dog. Sick as hell, dog. My thing in pain, dog. And I'm just like, damn. Still couldn't figure out why the hell I was in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Still complaining and shit. What the fuck? I'm all right. Just start getting, you know what I mean? And did that for 7 months, bro.
Whoa.
Did that for 7 months.
What was the mental?
The mental, dog, was, I'm gonna tell you this, dog.
Because you don't know when you're able to leave, right?
Nah, I mean, you do know, dog. They give you about 2 to 3 months, you know, for the people that, you know.
listen?
Yeah, for the people that got it all figured out. Yeah, you know. Yeah, just because they take showers now, they're cured. You know what I mean? That's wild, but I stayed there for 7 months, and the mental part of it, where it broke me, dog, not broke me, dog, but really started to understand the position and the situation I was, dog, was during the sessions, the AA sessions, dog. I'm talking about you doing 4 or 5 meetings a day, dog.
Yeah.
And you're sitting like this the whole time, bro. Like this, boom, sit up like that, looking straight ahead, dog, and you're just that guy, watching that guy get therapy, dog. Any slouch or anything, they gonna come and hit you, dog, or wet you with something.
Okay.
You gotta be like that, and if you ain't gonna do that, they gonna take that chair and your ass is gonna be standing up.
Yeah.
The whole time. Mind you, you have meetings all day, so you ain't trying to stand up.
Hey, so
all
it's
day.
like kind of like the military then, in a way. Damn. Okay.
That's funny, bro, because we were talking about that when we came in. He went through it too, and yeah, he just got out. So we're talking about it, and we never been in the military,
Yeah.
obviously, you know what I mean? But we're like, damn, it felt like a military school for sure.
Damn. Yeah. It sounds like it's.
And that's just that part of it, dog. You also got that part too, where it's like you have them conversations with yourself, dog. That shit that you really gotta dig deep. You know, like a rubber band ball.
Yeah.
And you think it's one thing,
Right.
and then you think it's like 100 rubber bands, but by
Yeah.
the time you're done with that shit, it was fucking like 500.
Yeah.
Same thing, dog.
Damn.
Same thing. You start peeling one rubber band off, another, and you start realizing, damn, dog, I'm really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone who, I don't know, is going through a hard time? Maybe not as hardcore as your time, you know what I'm saying, but looking for that way out. You know what I'm saying? Based off everything that you've learned, all of those experiences, what do you feel would be some admirable advice, I guess, that you can give, where it's like, hey, this might help you out, or it's a different perspective that kind of helped me out?
Yeah. I'm not judgmental at all, so I feel like my pain could be like this, but somebody's pain could be like losing their dog.
Yeah.
And we share the exact same amount of pain, you know. So I never believe like it's like my shit's more than yours or yours more than mine. It's like we all human, we all feel pain, we all feel sad. We just gotta just channel into that when people are talking about their struggles, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
that's how you can relate to them. But what I gotta say, dog, is just like you just get tired of it, bro. It's kind of hard to explain, bro. You just don't want to do it no more. Like I don't know how to tell you, dog. Like just everything that you did when you was on that shit.
Yeah.
How you weren't gonna give up if you didn't have your motherfucking your fix, dog. On how you were planning 2, 3, 4, 5 days ahead so you won't be sick. Like if you just apply that shit to the right things, like. You're basically still living that life, but you're just getting positivity out of it instead of getting fucked up and feeling all by yourself in the motherfucking abando. You know what I mean? And it's just apply everything you do in the negative to the positive, bro. You're gonna see results, and you know and you're always growing, bro. Like I'm still growing, dog. My brother teaches me shit. Kids teaching me shit. Y'all, everybody, dog, that I come across, dog, like, I'll try to take something from them.
Yeah.
So I can't really. There's not really no manual, dog. Just get up and fucking do it. Like it's just like you go through these things where you start like. I was driving today. It's funny, and I was turning on Park in Drexel, and I was in my head. I was on my way to the gym, and I was like, just do it. Damn, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now I know why Nike fucking says that. You go through those little. I don't know if they're epiphanies, deja vus, but you go through those and you start understanding like what stuff means.
Yeah.
And you just gotta go through it, bro. Everybody's gonna go through it. Can't change nobody for who they are. Lo tienen que vivir is what they told me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn.
If you can picture the version of you from back then to who you are now, and you could talk to that version of you, what would you tell them that you're most proud of? For yourself, what are you most proud of that you've accomplished or that you've done?
I'll be real with you, like, never gave up, like for real, like that shit's for real, like never gave up, like you just kept pushing, like for real, like you just pushed. You pushed through your whole prison sentence. You pushed through the annexo. You pushed through the emotions you had. You know what I mean? You pushed. You knew you were gonna get locked up again, and you still went to go push and get that shit out the way so you can live your life and push for the positive. So it was just pushing.
We finished, was it Annexo?
Yeah.
And then from there?
I shot to, so I had a warrant.
Okay.
They had me for manufacture and delivery on a controlled substance.
Allegedly.
It was more than, no, I got charged. It was more than 4 grams.
We good?
Yeah, for sure. I'm on parole right now. Manufacture and delivery more than 4 grams, less than 200 of heroin.
Okay.
And I got charged with that. And during the time that I was doing my other shit, running from the AZ shit, like, I still had that hanging over my head. And I don't even know how they released me, bro.
Yeah.
I got released from DOC here, and the warrant, like, it didn't even pop up. So, when I got out and I did the annexo, and I was in the annexo, I was like, fuck, I'm doing this shit. Now I still have to go do time over there.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, fuck it, I'm gonna push through it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotta get it done, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I went to Texas, bro, and that was different, bro.
Yeah, I heard a lot from Texas. I heard Houston plays a big part too. They treat people from Houston a little bit differently, for sure.
Yeah, it's just different, dog. I mean, you just got so many cities, dog, and over there it's not what your race is, dog. It's what you're banging.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you a dog? Come over here. You know what I mean? Shit like that, But I don't really want to get to that. You know what I mean? But the politics are different. You know what I mean?
And then what happened after that?
When I went in there, dog, this time I had a different mentality, coming off the annexo. So I was really just focused on working out, dog. I was doing a grip of burpees, fool.
Okay.
Me and my homie Eastwood, shout out to Eastwood, man. He out there in Fort Worth. Me and him, dog, we would hit 20 up and 20 down before breakfast.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, we serve breakfast at 3, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We get started about noon. I mean, not noon. I'm sorry, about midnight.
Yeah.
And we would just go at it, bro.
Hey, I like this. What's what sparked that interest into fitness?
I was just trying to get my mind, dog, right.
Okay.
I was just trying to just get out of there, bro.
Yeah.
And it really helped me. And then I did a lot of writing. I would wrote a lot of music, bro.
Okay.
Grip of music. I got still at the crib like this much, dog,
Yeah.
just music. You know what I mean?
How was your diet?
It was just it was a trail mix, and then I would do tuna pack, no bread. You know, I was very limited, dog. I maybe did pork rinds, dog, but and then mostly just like the entree of the chow.
Okay.
And like the greens and shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Focus more on protein.
Yeah, dog.
Not really
I was
trying to eat
actually
carbs.
weighing like 175, bro.
Okay.
175 when I got out. I was thin, bro, but I had wind, bro. I was balling.
Yeah, yeah.
I was balling with all them Texas boys out there, dog, for real. You know what I mean? Playing
Yeah.
ball and all that, dog. I had wind, you know what I mean? It felt good.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was different, you know? And it was just a whole different vibe.
Hey, were there some like big ass built foods out there? Like on that diet too? Like where they're not eating, you know what I'm saying? Because like to gain muscle, you gotta be taking in a certain amount of calories.
Man, them big fools is working the kitchen.
Yeah.
Them fools is on there, dog. You know what I mean? They're the ones that are bringing the potatoes and all that stuff right here and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, that's the only way you really can get big unless you got a big ass store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought I was getting big, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I really wasn't. I didn't really understand it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was just trying to
Do the
Right.
best that you could with what you had, basically.
just trying to get out of there, bro, mentally, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you get to know yourself on a deeper level? Because it sounds like while you were in there, you were finding outlets. You were working out, you were being creative with the music. Now it seems like you're still doing that even more, but you have so many different outlets where you're really expressing yourself.
I mean, I did do a lot of meditation. You know, I did read a lot of books. You know, as far as like, you know, like some let's call them like some universe books.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And from that time, I don't want to get too much into
Yeah.
that, but you know, I started tapping into that, and you're the center of your own universe, and actually starting to get to know me, like that type of trip. While I was
Right.
also exercising and
Yeah,
writing
yeah.
music, and yeah, I did get to learn a lot of myself because I was by myself. Really got, when I got out is when I really started to really know myself, because now I'm putting in everything that I learned from that Nexo and everything that I missed when I was locked up, and I've got to put it all together in one.
Yeah.
And then now you start learning, well, you know what, maybe I do like, you know what I mean, maybe I do like just a ramen like that. I don't got to put hot Cheetos and you know, Slim Jims and tuna and all that, you know what I mean? Now maybe I do like to go out and drink coffee in the morning and shit like that, you know, like little stuff, bro, and that's how it was, that's how it is.
Yeah. What okay, so we finish our time in Texas, we get out. Why'd you come back? Why'd you come back to Tucson?
That's crazy, bro. I was gonna go to H-Town, dog.
Yeah.
So I had everything going down in H-Town. I was gonna parole over there. You know, I had, you know, I'm gonna get out and be a fucking rapper.
Yeah.
You know, I'm hungry. Fuck these fools. They don't know what I've been through. You know what I mean? And you gotta understand that sometimes, like, yeah, it's cool to have goals, dog, but sometimes you really gotta look at the reality of the situation. You know, get out there. Not saying that I could have made something happen, you know, but I know if I started in H-Town, dog, I really would have started from the bottom. And it's true, dog, you need a support system. So all my support system was out here. And after some thinking and stuff like that, it was a no-brainer to come back with the family, bro.
Yeah. Damn. Some deep shit right there, bro. Okay, so we get back to Tucson. What's the first thing in your mind? You get you go home to mom?
Yeah, man.
What's the first thing?
Yeah, I'm confused a little bit. You know what I mean? Getting out, just everything kind of going. I go with my mom, and then with my fiance now, she kind of held it down the last 9 months. She reached out, so kind of like moving with her, and we kind of just start doing our own thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's when you start really realizing yourself. Then, you know, now you got bills due, you got kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's a nonstop thing. You went from lounging all day, working out, you know what I mean, to now actually doing this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What I guess the drive when it comes to like social media, not kind of like jumping in, if you don't have any questions, now kind of jumping into like the social media tactic and all that stuff, because that's another thing too. Like, all of a sudden, I was doing my thing. I'm in the military. I come back. I don't hear nothing about Flavio for like a good ass minute. Start doing my own thing, and then all of a sudden, boom, like crazy, bro. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, Flavio, all I start seeing is Flavio everywhere. Like, hey, get at me if you're trying to get a cut. Like, bro, you just be pushing. I was just like, okay. Like, what was the tactic behind that, or what was the thought process? Like, I feel like so many barbers, like, yeah, you can get started with barbering, but it's more like, hey, like, I'm looking to cut your hair, and it never surpasses that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Comfortable. You know, people just get comfortable. People think that, you know, just by cutting, dog, you really gotta put. If you just want to be a barber, bro, and you just want to just cut hair and go to your family and live that, dog, you can. But if you want to be out there, dog, expand your business and market and meet people, and people hear what you gotta say, and vice versa. You hear what people say, you learn from them and stuff like that. Social media is the way, bro.
Yeah.
For sure. You know, we didn't have that, you know. Back then, it was all word of mouth. Hey, you know, Flavio over there on 29, boy could chop.
Yeah.
I boy chop you over there, but you can also get yourself a little something too. You know what I mean? All word of mouth. You know what I mean? And now it's tight now because you can reach more audiences, more people look at your stuff, which means, hey, more people will be like, hey, look at this, or hey, what's up with this food? I'd be tight having him. You know what I mean? Just putting it out there, bro.
Yeah.
Expanding, dog. You know?
Elevating it.
Yeah.
Was this, go ahead.
What inspired the community leadership? Because I've seen that you've done the backpack drive, the water drive. What inspired you to get more involved in the community?
Man, it's what I've been through. Can't forget where you came from. Like, that's really why I do it. Like, I don't do it for nothing else. Like, I know what it's like to, like, Thanksgiving. Like, I know what it's like to be out there, food. And check this out, look. When I went on Thanksgiving and I passed out my first plate right there off of St. Mary's, the guy, he's like, I was just thinking about this. Yeah. Mind you, dog, that's the reason why I did it, because I remember I was out there like that. And one Thanksgiving, I was like, hey, that should be tight, some turkey right now.
Yeah.
So when I did that and that food came to me and he told me that, the first plate, bro, I was like, yeah, this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
You know, I know that this is what I need to do, but that should just confirm me.
Right.
That one led to the little tamales and ham that I did for New Year's. We did that. My brother went with me. Get my mom involved too. Yeah. Then, you know, summer came, it's hot. I remember being out there too, sometimes it was hot. You know, there was the times I pulled up with the water and I pulled up and people trying to get water from the park, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Came through like that, bro, you know, and then now the backpack drive, well, you know, Boys and Girls Club, remember?
Right, yeah.
Remember we used to play ball there?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, you know what I mean? It's good, dog. It's good to give to the kids as well, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still got beef with some food from the Boys and Girls.
Yeah.
We coming. No, just kidding. Let me play devil's advocate in a way. What do you feel about people who, I guess their sentiment towards like giving back and stuff like that is like, you know what, like a lot of these people kind of just sit around, you know what I'm saying? They're just looking for handouts.
Man.
What's your thought process on that?
People looking for handouts, man, that's their thing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do it for the next person. I do it for me. I'm practicing that 12 step. I need to make sure whenever I see that food trying to get water from the thing, I'm like, man, I've been there. I ain't trying to go back.
Yeah.
You know, yes, it helps with the people. You know, you help the people as well. But if you want to get on the deeper meaning, I really do that because it helps me stay on point.
Right.
Like, dog, it's quick, you could be like that real fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you go fuck around, dog, and you ain't taking care of your kids, bro. Like, your kids are the ones gonna be picking out this backpack. You know what I mean? Like, for me, dog, and like my lifestyle, like what I did, and the problems that I have, AA, dog, like all that shit, like, as quick as you build it, dog, you could get that shit. It could fall quicker, dog. Yeah, you gotta make sure we stay on point on a daily, dog, and make sure we have those reminders where we don't want to be at. And things like that help you stay on point.
For sure. Dang, I never really thought about it like that. But all right, question for you. So I know you've gotten into, you know, all this social media stuff, and the reason why I bring it up, I think it's because it's so cool. Like, bro, you started from nothing organically. You're like putting all this stuff, the strategies kind of came from you. You know, I feel like there's so many entrepreneurs out there who are like trying to pay for courses, pay for advertising, like, hey, how do, you know? And it's like you did that all by yourself. What was the thought process behind that? And I mean, how have you managed that?
Man, when you realize, dog, like, shit ain't just gonna happen, like I'm gonna post today, I'm gonna post that bottle, and then you're gonna get 1 million views tomorrow. Like, I knew, dog, like, the more, like you said it earlier, you haven't seen me in a while, and next thing you know, I'm flooding. That was my mentality, man. I was like, man, the more content I put out,
Yeah.
the more people are gonna see it, bro. And it was tough, man. It was like, you know, like, I still got some growing to do, man, but some of that shit was cringe as hell, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, damn, fool. But you know what? I needed some content for Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I needed to get it done Wednesday. You know what I mean? That shit was tough.
Do you plan them out, or are they just spontaneous? The idea just comes to you and you record it?
When I plan, check this out. When I plan out, like, if I plan out too much, the video is trash. There's a lot of times where I'm just like in the moment and I see it in my head, like the hot dog one.
Yeah.
Like, we just went to go get hot dogs that day, and like, I was just there. I saw the grill. I saw the two barbers right there, and I was like, "Hey, Manny," I was like, "Here, fool, do this real quick." He's like, "What do you need me to do?" Just ask me about me wasn't I a barber, and I'm just gonna freestyle that from the top. And that whole skit, bro, was just a straight freestyle, one take, and stuff like that. You know, that one was a one take. The barbers, when I was chopping in the bathroom, that was a one take. You know what I mean? That was just like, hey,
When you
wake
point
up.
to the trash can.
That's where you gotta
Does it say
sit.
here?
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is in there. You know, he's actually sitting on the toilet, whatever. You know. But that was like, hey, Waco, hold the camera, and then just go in. And then, hey, Manny, he's gonna tell you where am I at, and just tell him I'm in the back. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, there was one in a carniceria once, and I'm like, what? Like, inside my head, I'm like, what the hell is this fool doing behind the counter?
Yeah.
How do you get them involved? You're just like, hey, I want to.
Yeah, well, you know, like, you build relationships with them, man. I go over there, get a water every day, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, ¿qué onda? ¿Puedo hacer un video aquí?
Oh, okay,
You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
Simone, you know, I was like, cool. We just
Look
did
at my
it.
apron.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Taking over the carniceria.
Yeah, man. And just go on with it. You know what I mean?
No, it's really cool how original they are, though, to you.
Yeah. And those are the best ones, I feel, because there's times where I'm just brainstorming and it's not it, bro. Like, no.
Hey, you don't get nervous sometimes, like where you're like, like no. You know, like even asking like the carniceria example.
Yeah, I mean, nah, bro, I don't. That's just part of it.
Yeah.
You're enjoying it, though, it sounds like.
Yeah, you know, it's just part of it.
You
bro.
ever been rejected where they're like, no?
Man, hell yeah, dog. Not the kind of shit, yeah, but sometimes people don't want to be on camera.
Yeah.
Should make a video about that, huh? some people ain't trying to be on video, dog, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I hold back. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know if this person would say
Okay,
they want to or not. You know what I mean?
Has anybody ever gotten like confrontational with you? And whatever it is that you're trying to do, video, giveaway. I mean, maybe even like hate on like your hate on like your social media.
Yeah, I mean, man, some youngster told me this shit a long time ago, dog.
Yeah.
Younger than me, dog. Lil Teta, Lil Caesar, man. He told me this. He's like, a hater's gonna hate. And that made so much sense to me at the time, bro. So that's just what it is at the end of the day. And you keep pushing. I mean, if you're gonna entertain that shit, dog, it's gonna make you like him. You're gonna be a hater too.
Yeah.
You feel me? So just push it. That's their position in the game, dog. I'm actually playing, so that's all it needs to be overstood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they understand that. That's why they're over there criticizing their fans. They're like, hey, look at that fool. Why you shoot it like that and shit? You know what I mean? Yeah, you can't even do a jump shot, bro. You know what I mean? Oh, why you pass it to him? I would have dunked that shit. Like, nah, fool. You over there eating popcorn and shit. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
It's always the ones in the stands, bro, that are either going to be selling some shit or spectating what you're doing.
Right.
And it's cool.
Hell yeah.
Going into your barber shop experience, what's the most ridiculous request you've had in the chair?
Man, this happened like last year. I had and I made some content on it, bro. There was this man, I don't want to say bum because I don't know his living circumstances, dog, but you know, he looked like one. You know, he didn't really smell, dog, but he came in, you know what I mean? His like jacket was kind of like fucked up, and it's cool, bro. I ain't tripping, you know. I get you, you know what I'm saying? And just a nice little shampoo, I get you. And then he's like, no, he's like, and like he was tall, dark. He was like a descent of like African, like African, like get on your zebra and go type dude. You know what I mean? And he hands me a fucking a fingernail clipper, dog. And he tells me all he wants is me to do, you know. And I'm like, what? Like I'm looking on the head, like what the fuck? And I'm watching the other barbers and they're laughing. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What? Like, hey Manny, what is this fool saying? And then Manny comes up to me. He's like, hey, he wants you to take that little piece of Ghana, that white hair, off with the fingernail clipper. Okay. And that's it.
What?
And that's it.
Damn.
Yeah. Rack that fool up for $15 real quick.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that's why I don't think he was really a bum, dog. You know what I mean? Got it real quick, dog. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Shit. And I got it right there on some social media, bro.
Hell yeah.
What was the other one? We gotta ask, how do you really feel when someone shows you a celebrity photo and says, can you make me look like this?
Bro, that's what I told him to do to me. He's like, you too ugly, bro. Get out of here.
It's wild, dog.
It happens a lot?
Yeah. This fool over here, Mexican with an Edgar, pulls a fucking picture of Matthew McConaughey, dog, and I'm just like, damn, what the fuck? You don't even got the gold locks like this, homie. What the hell? And he's like, all right, I got another one. He pulls another one, it's all painted on, dog. Nah, bro, we won't do the same as last time.
You gonna do the same as last?
Yeah, I got you, man. You know, that's how it is, bro.
What's a barbershop red flag that lets you know that someone's not gonna tip well?
Oh shit, this one's a good one. Yeah, me and my girl went out last weekend and we spent about like $2,000 at the casino and whoop-de-whoop, this and that. Like, nah, this was either gonna complain about the price or he's not gonna tip at all.
Dang.
For sure.
You can already
it's
tell.
usually the loudest ones. Yeah, the loudest one in the room's like, nah, bro. You know? Or let me go get another card real quick. You know,
damn.
Yeah.
You ever had that happen to you?
A couple times, bro.
Damn, okay.
Yeah. He must have spent all his money at the casino.
Yeah. You ever had a situation where like someone just can't pay?
Yeah, you know what? That's funny, dog. I had a guy and he took off. And no, he's like, I'll be back. I've been chopping him for a couple months, whatever. Boom, takes off. Nothing but a low fade, you know. I don't see him, dog.
Yeah.
Like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, dog, I'm walking to the Family Dollar, bro. And he's driving like a Yukon and I see him and I lock eyes with him, bro. And I walk up to the car, I'm like, hey, fool, what's up, dog? Like, you fucking walked down on me, dog. You didn't come back and give me the money, dog. Like, what's up with that shit? Yeah. And then he's like, my bad, bro. I was in jail and this and that. What the, no, damn right. I could smell the perks and all that shit. And then, like, at one point, me and dog was like, man, I should just punch this fool. You know what I mean? Like, I need my money, dog. You know what I mean? And then I'm just like, I thought about it and I'm like, you know what, bro? I was like, let's do this, dog. I was like, go to the barbershop. I'll cut your hair, pay me half, and go again and pay me the other half. And we're straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boy ain't going. That motherfucker ain't going. He's like, I got this for again. You know what I mean? For dumbass. Shit, bro. Yeah.
Shit, got him.
Got me. Shit.
God.
So it's no more bars, nah. Shit. Cash on delivery. Zell me. No more, man.
Nah, but you gotta complete half of their haircut and then they pay you and then you complete the other half.
Shit, bro, it's wild.
What's the wildest thing someone has vented to you while in your chair?
Oh man, I can't even say it.
Oh, dang.
I can't even say it.
Hey, that's trust right there. Hell yeah.
I can't say it. We're solid.
What advice?
You know who it is, boy? You wild for that one.
What advice do you have for any like starting barber looking to go ahead and kind of gain that clientele, like fast track? And same thing when it comes to like I guess your social media.
Man, have the mentality that you're gonna grind. Like this shit ain't easy, bro. It's not easy to try to come up with content every day, edit, juggle a family, do all that. I'm not making excuses, but it's just be ready. And people say discipline, bro. Shit, discipline. But you really can't have no discipline, dog, like your mind's all cluttered.
Right,
You gotta make sure you have that shit kind of figured out. And then you could go ahead and start doing the discipline in your life.
Damn. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's see if I have any other last ones.
I kind of wanted to ask about the fitness.
Okay. Oh, that's the next.
How do you feel going to the gym and like kind of watching what you eat, you know, doing that cardio? How do you feel that that's affected your life or what you do?
Dog, man, that shit impacted me greatly, dog. I wasn't even trying to do all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like fucking being able to smack 6-7 ding dongs in the middle of the night. And, you know what I mean? Do all that. You know what I mean? And one day to the next, dog, I just want to start going to the gym, and you know I was about like 220, and I hooked up with a trainer, dog. Like
Okay.
he started locking me in, and I dropped down, bro, from 220, and lowest I hit about 2 weeks ago was 204.
Okay.
My diet this weekend's kind of been off because of my brother's services and stuff like that. So, kind of just been kind of going, but yeah, bro.
Is it something that you're easily able to include in your day, with your busy day, making content, working at the barbershop, managing all of that, and fitness?
Yeah, fuck, I don't meal prep. I don't meal prep.
Yeah.
But I'll take the scale to work and get a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
Put it on there, whatever it is, 230 grams, 8 ounces, whatever. Throw it on there, get a low carb tortilla, some lemon poo, eat that. Like,
Dang.
if I have
okay.
time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If not, I don't know. I dropped some content the other day, like literally, bro. Like that day, I woke up at 3:30. Like I only drank them 2 shakes.
Damn.
You know, which I shouldn't be doing that. If I meal prepped, I'd be alright. But you know what I mean? I did it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that, bro. Like I really try to do my best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To kind of like incorporate everything
Yeah.
as best as I can, for sure.
Hell yeah, man.
So at the end of the day, how do you feel about yourself knowing that you did your content, you worked, and you got your workouts in, you're trying your best to eat healthy?
Shit, let's get it again tomorrow.
There you go.
Sure, that's how I be feeling. Right here, I'm thinking about my shoulders tomorrow. I'm like, man, I'm gonna throw up there tomorrow. Find some 80s or something.
Hell yeah. You got any closing comments or anything you want to kind of throw out there?
What projects do you have coming up?
I'm actually right now. I'm just gonna lock in with the content. Some company shot me some beard oil. I need to make some content this week. I also have content with a smoke shop. Want me to do some content with them. I just haven't got back to them because of my brother. We actually haven't set up a date.
Yeah.
Because of my brother, but we've been in contact the last couple of weeks, so there's an understanding there. I'm transitioning into a new shop. I'm gonna start that next week on the 27th, I believe.
What's
Okay.
coming up?
Yeah, right there on 12th and Drexel. I'm moving to Empire. You know, I have that going on. And really, dog, just grind it out. August and then September, go ahead and start tapping in. I'm trying to do some more community work for sure.
Okay.
This Friday, I have the backpack drive. We're gonna set up on at the Boys and Girls Club right there. I believe it's off of 29th.
Yeah. Okay.
Right there, and we're gonna pass out the backpacks from 10 to 2 p.m. That's gonna be a fun event. We got Nova Home Loans there. Boys and Girls Club's gonna be there. It's gonna be a lot of fun, bro, for sure.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Anything else?
I think that was good.
Yeah. Well, Flavio, it's been a pleasure, man. Especially, just seeing you grow up, man. To tell you the truth, it's like seeing you grow up times 2.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate, the insight. And like you said, you're always learning I could say the same thing. It's like you really taught me a lot today during this conversation, and I appreciate it, man.
For sure, Freddie. Thanks for having me here. Diana, thank you. You already know what it is. Flavio the Barber. Tap in. Y'all need a chop. Fuck with me. At Flavio the Barber. That's the Instagram. Holla at me. Let me know what's good. I got you. I'll get you right.
All right, awesome. See you guys in the next one.
Talking with.
Wait, hold on.
Snap a good picture to see who's on top of it.